All right, guys, this is big. This is huge. This is probably one of the biggest decisions I've made forever. I'm moving. I'm leaving this house. Am I leaving La Fortuna? I'm going to talk all about that. You know, I've lived in Fortuna for 19 years. This house, like 7 or 8. Stick around to the end of this video because it's not just about me, telling you where I'm going to move or what I'm going to do, but why I'm doing it. I want to see if some of you guys can relate to what I say. And I'd always appreciate your comments and perspective and opinions and all that. So please stick around for this. We're going to get to it in a minute. 45 seconds. Guys, I'm Michael. I'm for travelcostarica.now.com. If you haven't subscribed, please do. See videos as I put them up. Hit the notification bell. Want to show love? Buy me a coffee. For 16 years of who else is doing this? Who else is doing this? In-depth interviews, in-depth subjects, 1,000 subjects living and traveling in Costa Rica. So you want to show some love? Link in the description. Buy me a coffee. I'm going to be relocating, so maybe you should think about relocating. And if it's Costa Rica, but you don't know, we got a relocation retreat coming up. It's filling up. There's always going to be plenty of space because the hotel where we do this at has, as long as they have rooms, we'll keep probably booking. So I don't know if we'll ever be like, oh, we only have one more space. But anyway, it's coming up. All that information is in the link in the description. The contacts you're going to meet there are worth the price of admission. Nobody's trying to talk you into living in Costa Rica. We just want to give you great info. We have a great time. Trust me on this. Anyway, all that, again, info is in the link in the description. I would love to see you there. Sarah would love to see you there. All right, man, this is big. This is big. I can't think of anything bigger I've done in quite a long time. I am moving. I am leaving. And I've already started. So it's not like I'm thinking about it or I might do it. I've been doing that for a while, but I really am leaving. If I showed you this house, it's trashed. I will be gone by the end of this month into my new place. Bigger than that, though. I'm leaving Fortuna. What? Michael, what? You lived there for 19 years. What the hell? Yep, I'm leaving. Kicked it around for a long time. Opportunity knocks, big time. Puts it right in your face. I'm making the move. Where am I moving to? Ciudad Quesada. Hour away. Chico Town. Definitely not a tourist town. I'm super excited. I wasn't really having plans to move there, but how all the stars aligned for this. It was almost like Michael. So I've been kind of kicking around moving for a long time, and again, kind of thinking about leaving Fortuna. So here's what's kind of happened, and I want to know if anybody can relate, and because I think it can relate on a bigger scale, why some people maybe are considering Costa Rica or Belize or Portugal, or wherever the hell, for your new adventure. Here's what happens. I was telling somebody about this, a good friend, and they're like, well, yeah, maybe it's just a lot of negative energy in La Fortuna now for you, and your house is negative. Matter of fact, see these paintings? I love Sue. My friend Sue painted these. I'm sick of them. But anyway, it's not necessarily negative energy of this house or of La Fortuna. It's just I've sucked up all the energy these last 19 years. I've sucked up the parties, the beer, the drugs, the sexual encounters, the sloths, the volcano, the zip lines, the birds, I've sucked it all up. I've experienced it all a million times. And it's just, there is no energy left. There is no energy in this house anymore. It's not negative, but it's just done. It's freaking done. So what's been happening is I feel like I've been kind of like on a cruise control for the last few years, kind of like this loop. And then what's happened, I'm not going to get too deep into this because no one wants to hear it. But, some things happen in my personal life that go, man, Mike, you are just stuck in this pattern, and it's not necessarily the things I do that are good or the things I do that I guess would be bad or the behaviors. It's just I've been I've gotten a little too comfortable in my personal status quo. Like I just repeat, repeat in this big loop of good and bad, whatever it is. And it just keeps repeating itself. And it's like, that's getting old, man. Same old, same old, taking on a whole new meaning. So I guess the best way to say it, you know, I know we've all done this. I know we've all done this. Don't act like this is just me. When you should have broke up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you stayed in it 3 years, maybe even your wife or your husband. It just ran its course. It's over. It's done. Let's accept it. No, but what do? Yeah, we got a house together. I can put up with the bitchiness. I can put up with him beer gut and getting fat or whatever it is because I can't be bothered by moving. I'll put up with this stuff just so I don't have to go out and move. You know what I mean? So that's probably the best way I can kind of explain what's kind of, La Fortuna is done with me. I'm done with it. I'm done with this house. I can't get out of this house fast enough. Now, again, not negative energy, just done. And when you get, I'm over it. So now I realize some people are like, well, Michael, if you're talking about like some of your personal problems, you can't run from your problems. Wherever you are, that's where you are. Now, I get it. But I don't know. Let's say you were a sex addict. Should you be living on top of a brothel? I don't think so, So what's wrong with a change of venue, a change of scenery? So the other thing is my birthday is in 2 days or whatever it is. You can buy me a coffee. Actually, I don't care about my birthday. I'd rather have you subscribe, like the video, and comment. But anyway, my birthday's coming up, and I've never, ever cared about my birthday, ever. I mean, since I was 17. I was like, I wanted to turn 18. You're going to get my driver. After that, I've never been a birthday guy. I don't care. It's another day. But for some reason, turning 65 is completely a different thing for me. I don't know why it's like an important, I don't know, maybe mortality. Maybe Ciudad Quesada's got a hospital. I don't got to, helicopter in if something happens here for, helicopter in or a drive for an hour and, bleeding to death before I get to the hospital. So there's a lot of reasons, going into that. But the birthday thing is kind of like, this is almost a birthday present to myself. But all these stars were aligning. I wasn't even going to get this place. It was just Johnny, my good friend Johnny, he lives there. And he's like, oh, Michael, I know you're thinking about moving. I have a friend. I think it's a little studio apartment. You just want to check it out? We got some time. I said, yeah, whatever. Checked it out. I was like, man, I'm just stupid not to move here. Now I'm going to do a video about that place. I'm going to do a video from there, tell you about my cost of living, my saving money, my not saving money, all about that place. But all I can tell you is with everything happening in my life, my personal life, the energy of, sucked everything up and over, everything was aligning. It's like, Michael, what more do you need to get off your ass and do something? I'm ready for a reset, man. I'm ready for a reset. I'm ready to be uncomfortable again. I'm ready for a new adventure. I don't know, except for past grinder hookups, I have no friends. I don't know anybody in Ciudad Quesada but Johnny and his family. That's it. No friends there, nobody there that I can hang out with. So that thing's going to be weird. I got to meet people. You can't be an island, man. I think we all should know that. You can try, but you can't be an island. So I got that. This is not a tourist town where I'm going. English is not, oh, you probably speak English, don't you? No, they don't. So I'm going to have to get on my Spanish game a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit uncomfortable in my surroundings for a while. And the biggest thing, this is so sad. I have been terrible with directions all my life. I mean, I don't care if it was like what was that game where you had to go find things? And I'm just terrible with directions. I go the wrong way. Even if I've gone the right way a million times, I'm like, am I going the right way? I've always had partners or people that can read a map better than me, that I was always a driver. Take a left, all right. Not paying attention. And Ciudad Quesada, I'm in the middle, almost in the middle of town there. So I'm gonna have to hook up ways just so I don't get lost. But I'm gonna be uncomfortable there for a while, but in a good way. I'm so looking forward to it, man. I can't tell you how excited I am to start this reset, this changing maybe this loop that I've kind of been stuck in, and this pattern that I've been doing that I'm not really super not good or whatever. But anyway, guys, that's it, man. I can't wait to show you the place. The next video I do will be this place. I'll go over the cost of living. You're going to be, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. You don't want to miss that video. You don't want to miss that video. Well, it's Saturday, birthday's tomorrow. Today, I'm going to take more stuff over to Ciudad Quesada, so take that little trek. I'm also going to put some better things in this place. This couch I'm on, it's not going to make it. It's going to be left here. A lot of things are going to be left here. This is a nicer place. New, actually, brand new. And I'm not going to put shit in there, so can't wait to show it to you. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, man. Maybe this is video you needed to see and go, well, fuck, man, if Michael's making a move, maybe it's time for me to make a move. And I'm not talking about coming to the relocation or coming to Costa Rica. I'm just saying, have you got too comfortable? Getting older, man. I don't recommend getting older, by the way. Guys, I'm Michael Allen, travelcostarica.com. Thinking about living or traveling anywhere, always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, I'm going to say my videos because they're going to pop up here and here, and you can subscribe there. So happy birthday to me.